Hey, what's up, gamers? This is Skellamystic. I am in the as-yet unfinished Museum of Willowhaven to talk about this month's thoughts. It's really my March updates, if you will. Now, last month in February, during those updates, I talked about the possibility of the new worlds coming out, Polaris, Imperium Mirage, and maybe some of the new things that they were going to have. I talked about the Valentine's items that they had at the time. This month, I'm going to kind of go to the other side of the coin, and that is, I've had a lot of discussion recently with people involved in Wizard101, some of the players, others, about the possibility that maybe Wizard101 is coming to an end instead. Now, I don't mean, don't panic, don't panic, I don't mean tomorrow, but that as a game, maybe it's reaching its maturity, and how much longer will it be before King's Isle decides to end it in favor of new and better things, quote unquote. I mean, Pirate 101, even though it's been around for a little while, is still fresher and newer than this game, and they've still got more to work with as far as expansive ideas. This game is great. I mean, I've loved it since very nearly the beginning. But the thing is, when you think about it, let's do a timeline kind of thing. For instance, back in 2009, you were getting updates left and right, and I don't mean like little game fixes or small housing items or packs or anything. I mean, you were getting major updates. We got Dragonspire, we got Grizzleheim, we got PvP, we got housing. I mean, all kinds of major things. And it went on pretty well, and people were really happy. It was a hunky-dory rainbow world kind of thing. Anyway, time went on, and we got down to 2011, and even then, we were getting good updates. I think that year we got, let's see, Wisteria, Zafaria, and Wintertusk, I believe it was, and all that in 1 year. It's just flying along and flying along and flying along. Now, in October, I believe it was October 2012, J. Todd Coleman, the man who developed Wizard101, talked about there's still going to be a lot more to come. There was going to be years more adventuring, new worlds and all this whatnot. And if you take the man at his word, I mean, years, how long is that? Because not too long after that, he announced he was leaving Wizard101. It was like, I think about a year after that, just a little more than a year after that, he announced that he was leaving Wizard101. Well, actually, that he was leaving King's Isle is the more appropriate thing. And that kind of makes you wonder, whenever the main developer, the creator, leaves, what kind of future is there left? Now, since then, sure, we've had Chrysalis, which was great, awesome. The introduction of Shadow Magic, awesome, a really good thought. But they're just like they did in Dragonspire. They developed Morgantha and they started dragging her out. I'm kind of wondering if we ain't going to see Morgantha again. I mean, in any future content that there might be, just like they did with Malastare. I mean, you had Malastare in Dragonspire, and then you had him a little bit later, and a little bit later, and a little bit later, and I mean, here we are, I guess what you call in the modern Wizard101 world, and he is in Darkmoor. Supposedly for the last time, but then again, anyway, the point of the whole thing being is, it seems like the content, or the originality of the content, might be slowing down a little bit. Since Chrysalis, and that's been a little bit of time now, a little bit, we haven't had any major updates. I mean, anything to top Darkmoor. We've had, sure, some new housing. The Botanical Gardens came out, which was cool, but that's almost like having a bundle. We had the fishing bundle, which, don't get me wrong, I love the fishing bundle. That's awesome. Fishing was probably, to my mind, the best new thing they came up with since since Chrysalis and all the end of this stuff going on. But so far, the new worlds are guesswork and rumors, and nobody has said, hey, on this date, we're going to have this world, or prepare for this, prepare for something coming out. And they used to do that. Bam, bam, bam. They were hot on those updates. So it makes you wonder, what the future of this game is going to be. Now, it really, honestly, I know Wizard101 and magical worlds and magical creatures and all that stuff, I know it comes down to the real life thing of money. As long as they can keep making good money on this game, I don't see why they would end it. I mean, that just seems like insanity. Why would you do that? And to that end, I've noticed, I don't know if you guys have, but I have, how the price, I mean, I don't get a subscription. I buy the worlds outright because I like to go, whenever I can, or, in any case, I like to have them forever, or think that I'm having them forever. Sometimes I have gaps in play, and I hate to waste subscription time. Anyway, for me, the best option was to buy worlds, so I've bought all of them. And I've noticed, I mean, you started out in Wizard101 with Wizard City, and it was $10 to get the whole world. You were like, bam, bam, bam. I think it was, 900 crowns per area, something like that. I forget what it even was. It's been so long for me. But you got to Chrysalis and the end of there, and they had areas galore, and you were given 3,000, 4,000 crowns. So we're talking about just a couple of span of years, and I know there's inflation, but geez. But it makes you, again, if that's what it's going to take for them to keep making new worlds, great. But there's going to be a point at which I think that's going to fall off for people buying the new worlds. And there again, maybe that's what they're looking for, is more subscribers rather than area buyers. Maybe they started that idea, and now they really can't pull it away from people, but they don't like it anymore. I can tell you that over 6 years I have saved a ton of money, having bought the areas forever rather than having paid subscription, even at the increased prices that Chrysalis is. So anyway, that is the question. Are we going to go into a bunch more years of new worlds, or are we approaching, I guess what you'd call Wizard101 old age? I would love to hear from you guys with your thoughts on this topic. Like I said, I've talked about it a lot already. But hey, every new head's a new idea. So by all means, leave me some comments about it. Let's have a discussion. And that, I do believe, just for now, I might even have a March re-update. if this goes on well enough, if this gets lively enough for discussion. Maybe I'll do that. Guys, for now, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Maybe leave me a comment about other games, especially if Wizard101 is going, or other series you'd like for me to play. If you want, leave a comment to talk to me, to ask me questions, or just shoot the breeze, because I love to talk to you guys back. This is Skelomystic reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace. Hey, what's up, gamers? This is Skelomystic. Welcome back to Pet Training Baby Tomega, the Clockwork Paladin. In the last video, we brought our Paladin up to Epic, but I have to say, I haven't really seen the talents out of him that I would hope for. He's going to be good for a balanced player, because he's a balanced pet, but unless you mix him, I can't see